Well, g'day. Welcome back to the Man Cave. Thanks for tuning in. So hopefully you guys saw my Father's Day edition that I put up yesterday. And you would have seen that I got a Gasmate cooker. Well, this video is going to be about the Gasmate cooker. So, this is my cook kit. Yeah, let's call it that. Alright, what do we have? This pouch was probably about $7, $10, something like that. I can't remember now. It was that long ago that I bought it. In black, because it was going to go with my first bug out bag, which was black. I was going to keep it all uniform black, but then when I got the Caribou bug out bag, I also got that in black, but then I changed my mind and wanted to go camo. So I'm going to have a look online to see if I can find an MTP camouflage pattern, one of these. MTP is probably going to be the closest camo pattern that I can find that will match in with Ozcam. So yeah, I'll have a look online for that. But in the meantime, I did have my thermos in here, and it fit absolutely perfectly. The zip done up tight, which was really good. It was just a brilliant fit, and that was going to be my brew kit. But sort of thinking that a thermos is probably not an essential item. Well, neither is a cooker really, if you're just going to use fire, but it's just a lot of weight to carry around for nothing really, when you can just boil up water. So let's get into the pouch itself. It's MOLLE compatible, so it's got the MOLLE straps on here. It's got a carabiner clip here so that you can just clip it onto something. It also has two D-rings which come with a lanyard. I did leave the lanyard inside, but it's understandable what it does. It has good zipper pulls, or a zipper pull. There's only one zip on the top. It has a Velcro patch on the top there for morale patches, or to label it in your bag. At the front we have a pocket. There's another zipper pull. Two Velcro straps there, which are MOLLE. Oh no, those ones are sewn, sorry. But we have MOLLE strapping on the front, on the sides. Good construction, it's not too bad. It feels robust, and the stitching hasn't fallen apart yet, not that I've used it much. So let's get into the bag itself. The zips feel really nice on it as well. A good idea with your zips is to run some wax or some dry lube. You can get dry lube stick that you could just run across there just to free up your zips. We have the Gasmate. We have a Gasmate pouch that I've just pulled the zipper part off. Geez, Kevin, bit rough. And oh wow, that just fell apart. Okay, that's not going to affect it any. And the gas canister fits absolutely perfectly in that there. So we have the gas, we have the Gasmate cooker. Oh. Can stay there. And then the front pouch, I flogged these from Caltex, some swizzle sticks. That one has some fluff on. I did have these in the bag I'm about to pull out, but they poked holes through it. And we have my brew kit. Sugar, coffee, Milo, tea bags, and a couple of little iced tea sachets. I believe there's 4 of each of the sugar, coffee, and the Milo. I just bought little Ziploc bags.
And packaged them myself. Like so. Let's have a look. I think I might put twice as much sugar in there just in case. 2, 4. Yeah. Milo. Yeah, twice as much sugar. 8 sugars.
Now, I may update that to something a little bit more robust so that I can put my swizzle sticks in there and hopefully I won't punch a hole through it. So that's what's in the kit. Now, it's mainly about the gas mate here. I'll open that up.
Press these down into place. I think the idea of the spring is to hold them down so they don't pop back up again. Pull the cap off here. I would highly recommend keeping this on here for travel. Remote gas is reverse thread. Normal thread. Gas is usually reverse thread. But righty tighty it is. Alright.
Now, if you can see already, it's black. That's because I tested it today. It is now 10 o'clock at night. I've just finished work, so that's why I'm doing it now. I am thoroughly impressed with the performance of this. I half filled my Crusader mug and it boiled within 2.5 minutes of rolling boil, and it wasn't turned up on full. I'm going to do a bit of a demonstration now. I'm going to make a coffee. So I've got my mess kit here. Dixie set. Crusader mug. Now this is a bit of a pain in the backside to clip in. Just got to hold your tongue right. Okay. Before I crank this up, there are 2 things that I would like to say about this. One, I wish I had looked a little bit closer. It doesn't have an automatic starter button. Really could have got one with one, but I didn't look. That's my fault. But I tell you what, the pros really outweigh the cons on this. This is very impressive. You got your regulator there. That's half full. The other thing that I was going to say is this sits a little precarious doesn't really sit on there too good. So what I think I might do, and it's not too bad, if you just put it on the 3, actually that might actually work better, keeping the heat away from that handle. So let's light this sucker up. to a rolling boil, and that's cold water. One and a half minutes. We'll time that on the video. I'll get an accurate time on that. But that's at a rolling boil. I've just turned that down, and I'll turn that down even more. Oh my God. Now, I don't usually drink black coffee, but let's give it a go. It's still boiling, just gently. I can't believe that. That is crazy quick. What's the heat like on this handle? There is no heat in that handle. A little bit, like a tiny bit. It's like a scotch warm. So that setup, with it sitting the way it is probably actually going to boil it faster because all the heat's going to come up here as well. This is why you got to try stuff. Let that cool down a bit, I think. Well, there you have it. This bottle here is a Jetboil brand, and it is a Four Seasons mix. So this is good for sub-zero temperatures. It was a little bit more expensive, but it's all they had. We don't really need this one here, but in Queensland. But it's what they had. So $17. It's a bit pricey, but we'll see how long it lasts. I've got pretty much 2 coffees out of it so far. Maybe more. That's a lot of coffee. Just got to be careful that the cup's not hot as well. Not one for black coffee, but that's pretty good. All right. Now that I've got a coffee, let's get into something else. When you start it up, look at it. It just rockets out. There's 3 layers of holes, and they just get into it. Yeah, that is awesome. Dead set. Really happy with that. That's gonna last a while, I'd say, that bottle. Because if that takes 1.5 minutes, or approximately 1.5 minutes to boil indoors, the last time I did it was outdoors and it took 2.5 minutes. If you can get your water up to a rolling boil in 2.5 minutes, that's gonna last you quite a while. When it's in the bag, when it's all the way down, the Gasmate actually fits in the lid. I can stuff that in the lid, and there's a void probably about that much between them. They do sell these bottles smaller as well, which is about the same height. I'm going to take this in maybe tomorrow and test it out, because if I can fit a small one in there, then that'll be excellent for a backup, just in case it runs out for whatever reason. And 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So, thank you very much for joining me with my coffee. That is my brew kit, or my cooking kit. Actually, before we go, my Dixie set also fits on there really nice, and it's stable. The only problem is with metal on metal, it tends to slide around a bit. So you just got to be careful. Maybe a gauze mat will help reduce that as well. We will see. once I find one. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I did put a post out on a lot of prepper sites on Facebook. I believe I got my first female subscriber today, so thank you very much for subscribing. I did say in the post that once I hit 50 subs, I might do a giveaway. I can't guarantee that I will. You know, I'm on a tight budget, but if I can find something, even if it's just something small, like an EDC item or something like that, I want to do a giveaway to thank you guys. When I posted that, I had 33 subs. I'm now up to 40, so it's really taken off, and I really got to pull my finger out and try and figure out what I'm going to get to send. So once it hits 50 subs, guys, I'll do something. But thank you so much for your support. Thank you to my subscribers and my new ones. Welcome. Share my videos, get them out there. Might prompt someone to start prepping themselves. I think that more people should be doing this. It's just preparedness, not having to rely on others and being a drain on society. When stuff does go bad, you want to know a bit of bushcraft or, you know, survival stuff. This isn't necessarily necessary, but it's if I'm going to be doing overnight camps and stuff, I just want to make things easier, because the idea of me bugging out is to get out of the suburbs and just get away from it all, like I explained in the bug out bag video, which also I'm going to redo and go into a bit more depth of how I'm going to have my setup. The last bug out bag video that I did, it was pretty much just all my stuff stuffed into a bag. This here had the thermos in it and the brew kit. It was really not completely set up, and there's a lot of things that I've got to get for it. So it's nowhere near complete. It's always going to evolve. Yeah, I think I might leave it there. I think it's been long enough. Gasmate, look them up. Highly recommend it. If you can find one with an electric starter, you're doing even better. So, coffee. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll leave a couple of videos here for you to watch as well. So until then, thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video.